This one right here is for all the people who, when I first got into this business, mockingly used to say, "So, when are you gonna wrestle Sting?" Well, stay tuned, because I'm gonna out-wrestle Sting in just a few moments. Now, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that at the end of said match, there will be a new World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, you don't approve? Oh, not that. And said new heavyweight champion will hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin. And his name just so happens to be Mr. Anderson.
Oh boy.
Anderson!
Whoa, here we go! Sting from behind on Mr. Anderson. And we saw this rage just a couple of nights ago on Impact Wrestling.
And it just looks Sting, man. It just looks, the range, it looks different. It's like you said, like we saw this past Thursday. It's like a continuation, man, from what we saw at a Sting.
It's certainly more intense, more violent than we've seen Sting ever. With the attack on Anderson at the conclusion of Impact Wrestling this past Thursday night. And Sting is picking right up from that point.
Well, the world champion, that man right there, Sting, he understands that Anderson is a legitimate threat towards his title and the games and the embarrassing things that, you know, Anderson's done to mock Sting for weeks and weeks on Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, the old school Sting look from the 90s, and it was one case where imitation, definitely not the sincerest form of flattery, anything but. And I think, like you pointed out, Sting sensed that. He realized he needed to take the fight to Anderson. Challenger, cocky and confident, we heard that. But how about Sting?
Well, Anderson likes to play games. That's well documented. He likes to play with people's heads. Sting did that here. Anderson never expected Sting behind him, nor did we. Or anybody else for that matter.
Champion and challenger.
Sting,
battling out on the arena floor, both men laying in the shots. Stinger moving the fans away from the guardrail area. Gonna toss Anderson over the rail. And as we have seen from the outset, the champ really taking the fight to the challenger. That's been his strategy. Gonna try and clear fans out of the way. Here comes the wall.
Oh! Not good enough. You don't see this out of Sting much, as we've talked about briefly here tonight, Mike. This is just a real, well, we talked about violence that we saw a little while ago between Bully Ray and AJ, and you know, we're seeing that here at a Sting to a degree. Oh my God! Wow.
Anderson able to reverse it and turn it around on Sting. And Sting goes into the wall and then fights back. Sting with the chops to the back. Anderson tried to counter with elbows, but Sting caught him 3-4 times, would not stop.
You see Sting with that little bit of a different paint job on his face. And it got like that dark paint going on around his mouth.
We saw that Thursday night also on Impact Wrestling.
Holy shots by Sting.
And yes, the level of intensity, the level of violence that he turned up Thursday night, he has brought to Slammiversary.
Well, good, going all over the place here in the impact zone. Sting just pounding on the challenger.
Referee Jackson James I think because of the importance of this match, giving these two competitors leeway here when it comes to counting them out.
Yeah, a lot of emotions in this match here between these two men. As we said, Sting getting kind of punked out for weeks and weeks on Impact Wrestling by Anderson, and well, it's come to a head now. Anderson not looking too good here. Champ's in complete control.
Sting got something else in mind, motioning for the fans to move away. Anderson teetering at the top of the steps.
Yeah, just right now, everything that Sting is hitting, Anderson is on point and hitting its mark. And Anderson trying to get away.
Yeah, referee doing his damnedest to try and get these two guys headed back towards the ring, but anything but, they're headed the opposite way.
Anderson elbowing his way out of that and kind of leaving. However, he's just trying to get out of the way here.
Champion and challenger, man, they were headed up to the top of the impact zone before Sting grabs the side headlock and gonna drag him right back down towards the ring area. Little detour. Again, Sting using the wall as a weapon against Anderson.
Yeah, Sting just not letting Anderson breathe all over the challenger.
Yeah, it has been a full court press right from the start by the champ.
There's that howl by the World Heavyweight Champion Sting that we've heard again for weeks. Anderson kind of mock the Stinger, and Sting just pulling out. Well, not like the original, you know what they say.
Wow. There's a steel post.
You hear that?
And you can sense that Anderson sees.
Watch out, watch out. Oh! That's wrist, Sting's wrist or his hand.
You see how quickly Anderson dropped out to the floor?
Just broke the count. I don't know if that matters at this point. He's breaking the count now.
And wrapping the arm completely around the steel post. But boy, the damage has been done to the champion.
This is where Anderson really does a lot of his damage. Once he sees that opening, man, he'll stay on a guy and he'll talk smack. He'll rip the guy, he'll bury the guy to his face while he's pounding on him. He'll just beat on you, but he, verbally assault you also.
Said he was going to let his actions speak louder than words tonight, and off the hammerlock, he throws Sting right into the corner, pulls him up out of the corner.
Trying to get a quick one was the challenger, trying to capture the World Heavyweight title with a schoolboy. Now an arm bar here applied by Anderson. That same arm that was smashed into the steel steps before these two men entered the ring.
I'm gonna pop your fucking shoulder right out of the side.
Anderson bad-mouthing the champ as he applies pressure.
You, that's his deal, man. Something like, guys beating on you and then he's ripping you verbally too. Staying on that arm is Anderson overhooking the other arm, the right arm.
Yeah, so that Sting can't fight back at all. And instead he's defenseless. Oh, with the hammerlock as he's taken up into the air and dropped back onto the arm and elbow.
You don't know, there could be like a hairline fracture of sorts in the forearm or elbow or wrist of Sting. It's a nasty shot.
Off the elbow drop, here comes Anderson quickly on top for the cover.
See how Anderson, not just a cover, he hooks the leg and he trapped the bad arm while he hooked the leg, forcing Sting to use force to push the arm off. Little nuances like that, which makes a guy like Anderson the #1 contender. We still got that coming up next, right? #1 contenders match.
We do. Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett still to come tonight at Slammiversary. Anderson catches Sting coming in, caught him with the elbow. Anderson gonna go up towards the top rope, but Sting's right there to cut him off.
Oh, nice, great job by Anderson. Excellent timing and strategy to pull that move off.
And then Anderson rolls right back in, just waiting for Sting to turn around. Decides he's not going to wait. Going to go right for Sting and short arm clothesline that drops him.
See, Anderson didn't rush into nothing. He had something else in mind. He changed his mind.
Another pin off the elbow, two.
And he went and he grabbed, he turned around Sting for a short clothesline. You know, he didn't, I don't think that's the move that Anderson had in mind. He changed and called an audible, which is a sign for a guy that's successful. That's smart strategy.
That comes with years of experience. And Anderson continues to work on the weakened arm and shoulder of Sting.
Yeah, really got a nice arm bar does Anderson have on the Stinger. So that could definitely affect the Scorpion Death Drop. It could also affect Sting goes for the Scorpion Death Lock, right?
Absolutely.
Needs that arm, man.
Takes away Sting's ability to apply pressure.
It's been a physical night, Mike. I know that much. It's been physicality up and down the card.
And Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett still to come. Yes, it has been a physical Slammiversary as the knee to the midsection of Sting doubles him over. And Anderson right back on him again. Sting gonna try and unleash a comeback here. And got caught.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, that flying arm bar. And that's a good way to blow out an elbow.
Anderson cover again. Like you've been pointing out, every time he goes for the cover in the pin, he's putting extra pressure.
Shoulders up, shoulders up. Referee Jackson James doing the right thing. Anderson getting a little angry at the ref. Challenger, man, seems to be right in prime spot right now to take the title from Sting. There he goes again. Mocking Sting right there.
Yeah,
taking too long, buddy. Taking too long, kiddo.
Went for the corner splash, a la Sting. But no success for Anderson. The Sting gets back. Oh, he's back up to that base. And Anderson stalks and is right on him again with right hands, repeated shots.
Just a front slam, a lot of impact by Anderson on Sting, going for another cover here. He took that second Anderson did to kind of yell something else to Sting before he went for the cover.
Boy, the physicality of this match also shown in the face of Sting with the face paint.
Yeah, look at this now, got
as he goes right back to the injured arm.
Yeah, like an inverted key lock right there on Sting's arm. You can see the way Sting's elbow is kind of bent.
And as Anderson grips his own hand, that's what keys the lock.
Turns that into a top wrist lock here, which is, I mean, for anybody out there who wrestled or used to wrestle knows how painful of a hold that is. Top wrist lock is a nasty hold. Sting's trying to get his arm lower to alleviate some of that pressure. Tell you what, Anderson just has a hell of a grip right now on that key lock.
Boy, if Sting was able to get any kind of power with the free arm at this point.
I mean, you could try and do an inside trip with your leg or get to the rope and break the hold is the best thing, maybe the easiest thing to do, but Sting trying to get some momentum here to get rolling and shift the tide a little bit. You guys are exchanging some blows here. Oh!
Sting looks like, at this point, maybe momentarily getting the better of the two. And he's got Anderson dazed, but still up.
Look at that face of Sting. Oh boy, whoa! Wow, that's just vintage Sting right there. He is able just to, you know, when it's like kind of like at that point in the match where it's the fourth quarter, he can just shift it, you know what I mean?
It's been his history throughout his career. And we're at that point. This is the fourth quarter. Off the clothesline.
Oh my God, that was, oof.
Back body drop tosses Anderson across the ring.
Here comes the champ.
Stinger splash in the corner. The second that Anderson got up, Sting was on him. Takes out the leg. Could be going for the Scorpion at this point.
Might be definitely going for the Scorpion.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Eric Bischoff. What's he doing out here? Sting Sting went for the Scorpion Deathlock.
And we've seen that in Impact Wrestling. Sting kind of feels like Eric Bischoff is the cancer here in Impact Wrestling.
Oh. Anderson caught Sting. Cover. 2.
Whoa!
Just got the shoulder up before 3. That one was close. Wow. So close to having a new world champion.
Well, Eric Bischoff's got a front row seat, not a seat, just standing right here outside of the apron. Oh!
DDT came out of nowhere.
Sting might get it right here.
Drapes the arm.
Might retain
Gets
it.
2. Oh.
Strong DDT by Sting.
Anderson shoots that arm up at the last second to avoid the 3 as Sting heads to the corner. Ooh, went to drop down. Did the champ. Anderson caught him with both knees. Pin. 2. And Sting barely able to power out before 3.
Yeah, very close again. A lot of pressure on the shoulders there. But Sting able to kick out. Go for that mic check back. Look at this.
Sting with the elbows, able to block and stop the mic check attempt.
He's gonna get it now.
Cinched
Yeah,
it in.
you can see it.
Champ taken
Shoots
down.
the half. We got a new
Mic
champ.
check, here it is.
We got a new champ.
Here's 2. How many victories through the years has Mr. Anderson achieved with the mic check? But it was not enough tonight at Slammiversary to put the champ away.
And Anderson didn't waste time after the mic check. Shot himself a half Nelson, went for that cover real quick to no avail.
Sting able to crotch Anderson in the corner. He's got him draped up on the corner ropes.
Those punting-like kicks, right?
You can hear the kicks of Sting to the exposed midsection of the ribs. Sting splash to the back. A dazed Anderson.
Oh, here we go, Mike. There we go. Oh, my God. What a
Scorpion. Here we go. Here's 1.
He's got him.
Here's 2.
What's... Sting...
What just happened? The referee, Jackson James, says no Sting. 2.
Sting heard a 3 count.
Yeah, Sting thought he heard a 3 count and got up. Sting thought that he was victorious and had retained the title. Anderson's still down.
You're right, man. Sting thought he had it there. You could see it, but Sting smart going right back in. Oh!
Oh,
No, wait a minute.
low blow. What the mic check? Anderson rolls Sting over. Anderson hooks the leg. And Anderson has just defeated Sting to become world champion.
The winner of the match and new heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Anderson.
I'll tell you what, that was a little wacky right there. We crowned a new world champion, but I mean, we saw a sick low blow. I mean, really, right in front of the referee.
Wow, let's go back. Let's go back, Taz, and review what we have just witnessed at Slammiversary. There it is. There's the Scorpion.
Scorpion death drop, yeah.
1, 2.
So it was a 2 count by the ref. Bischoff actually made the 2nd count. The ref made his own 2nd count.
That's what it was.
Sting thought was the 3rd count. That was very, very smart of Eric Bischoff, I gotta tell you. But I mean, it's a crazy turn of events in that match. I mean, we gotta realize we crowned a new world champion here. Sting thought he won. I mean, let's see this again. We'll get another shot at what happened where Bischoff hit the mat.
That's the key.
Anybody in the truck of our director.
Keep your eyes on Eric Bischoff.
Let's see this again.
There's the Scorpion.
So let's watch the ref.
Jackson James
Hold on,
counts 1.
There's the cadence. The cadence is off because Bischoff hit the 2nd one, as we said.
And Jackson James told Bischoff, get out of the ring.
And Sting
thought he had the 3.
Sting wasn't looking in that direction either. He just heard the 3 count.
That's it.
So he thought he won.
Sure, he's just going off with the audio that he heard.
And the ref did the right thing, Jackson James, but let's take another angle.
We have another angle of this.
Nasty
I think this one's going to define it. There's the one.
Back, still one.
There you see Bischoff jumps in with the 2. And then when Jackson James counts 2, Sting in his mind hears 3 times that the hand hit the canvas. Sting fought.
Genius by Bischoff, I gotta say.
He had retained. Anderson follows up. Anderson low blow, followed by the mic check. And yes, we have a new World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, there was no secret with that low blow either. That was pretty blatant. But that was definitely a wild match right there. Crown a new world champion, history made right here tonight live